Aloha Aquarius. Oh, welcome to Creators on the Crest. I'm Stephanie, and this is your reading for June 1st through the 15th. Today we'll be starting off with a card to represent the overall energy. Then we'll take a look at your specific energies, the energies connected to you, and how those dance and mingle in the middle. We'll close off the reading with an oracle card for the Aquarian collective. Do keep in mind these are general readings, so take only what resonates. In addition to your sun sign, you may want to look at your moon, rising, and north node placements as well to give you additional context and texture. If you're interested in a personal reading, I will have links in the description below and also the links to my social media, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Creators on the Crest. Okay, Aquarius. Aloha again. I am fresh back from the lovely island of Kauai, Hawaii. Much respect to that beautiful Aina. And so I'm still a bit on Hawaiian time. Aquarius, you got belonging. May you welcome yourself home. And you've got this beautiful picture. It's like little turtles, little baby turtles crawling to the sea, belonging. Wow, I love this energy. Welcoming yourself back home. Let's see how this is playing out for you, Aquarius. All right. Okay. Now, keep in mind, we'll be looking at your energies and then possibly a person or situation connected to you. On your side, Aquarius, you get the Six of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Temperance card. I'm loving all these energies together. This is love and stability. This is the energy of growing old together. It's the energy of companionship. It's making an offer of love. We've got the spiritual authority with the Hierophant in here, and it's a very joyful one. It's not as stoic as sometimes I perceive it to be, or you might in everyday life. This is more of an enlightenment kind of feeling. And then with the Temperance card, we have this angel kind of balancing out air and water, you know, fire and earth. We're kind of really looking at a balance of the elements and you being able to bring that into your life in some way. The energy connected to you, they get the Four of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Wands. On their side of things, things aren't looking as illuminated as they do for you. They tend to be maybe hoarding a little bit. They could be hoarding money, and not necessarily in a good way. I don't necessarily get a good saving relationship here. I get more of a frugality, but from wounding. Then we have the Nine of Swords. They are very much dealing with some shadow aspects in their mental space right now, and it's leaving them a bit sad and a bit like maybe like they feel hopeless, a bit hopeless. And on top of that, they're also showing me a sense of feeling defensive. If this is someone you're dealing with in a work environment, you've probably picked up on this energy, and it's probably pretty hard to be around at this time. If this is a romantic connection or relationship, whether together or separate, this person's definitely going through a hard time, whereas you seem to be in a better place. We will get clarifiers though. Now the connection itself and the connecting energy is actually quite beautiful. We've got the Queen of Cups and the High Priestess. So even though this other energy is going through this hard time, it seems to be the energies of the connection, at least so far, are looking pretty clear and heart-based and spiritually wise. But let's clarify, because we never know what we're going to get. All right, for the Six of Cups, you get the Five of Pentacles, the Justice card, and the Queen of Wands. Aquarius, this is very much an energy of you coming into balance, so bringing in maybe some of your sister air sign of Libra, bringing in a balance to your fears of being left out. Remember, the overall energy is belonging. May you welcome yourself back home. You have what I would say, probably a deeper seated fear that you've been carrying with you maybe since you were a child, of being left out, being left behind, just not being a part of something, not belonging. And you are definitely working on this and bringing balance to this. I love that the energy goes from the Justice card, which is that Libra energy, that balancing out, into the Queen of Wands, a place of power, a place of passion, a place of receptive queen who is open. She is open to love. She also is well aligned with the mysteries, which I like. She has a black cat sitting at her feet. So there's an element of mysteriousness that is quite alluring. For the Hierophant, for you, it is clarified by the Hierophant. So that's a double Hierophant, an Ace of Cups and an Ace of Swords. Wow. Wow. Talk about spiritual growth, spiritual illumination, coming into your prime, coming into your greater being in more fullness. This is that when people say take up more space, don't be afraid to take up space. This is you like coming into that, not in a forceful way, but in a very natural way. You have a nice balance of your mental and emotional energies here with both the Swords and the Cups. And I think you're going to be thinking new thoughts and feeling new emotions here from what I can see. But it's very much connected to your own journey of yourself, like welcoming yourself home, as we said. Let's look at this Temperance card. You get the Four of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, and the Seven of Wands. This is where I think, this is where things might get tricky for you, because the Four of Pentacles is reflected over here in this person's energy. Remember I said they might be frugal or holding on to something. They could be holding on to their feelings, holding on to thoughts, holding on to things that need to be communicated, practical kind of things that you would need to know. And you've got it reflected over here, which it puts you in, kind of puts you in a tailspin when this person does this. It's almost like that they can't show up. They can barely show up for themselves right now. They don't have anything to give right now. And I think you're aware of it, but it still hurts, especially if you're in some kind of relationship with this person, even a business relationship. And this is like your business partner, your boss, and something's not balanced right in the situation. And this has you feeling a little bit defensive. You're getting a little pissed off about some of this, or you have. And you're trying your best to be patient and to kind of bring balance to the situation. But when we're dealing with another dynamic, it really is the responsibility of both people to be able to bring the balance. And so I think you're finding that you're kind of at the end of your rope, maybe, with patience. Let's look at the Four of Pentacles for them. The Seven of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the Queen of Cups. I like these energies coming in for this person on this Four of Pentacles. They're definitely being encouraged by the universe to open up to something, a deeper love for themselves, I believe. Partnership kind of love, but through balancing their own positive and negative charge within, and having that correspond to their life practically, if that makes sense. So it's not just them understanding on a deep level and kind of having the emotional and intellectual balance, but then bringing that into their reality, living that in their life. That's what they're trying to nurture. And it seems like they've just planted this garden and they're figuring things out. Let's clarify their Nine of Swords. Oof. Yeah. This person got, for the Nine of Swords, another Nine of Swords, the Ten of Wands, and the Ten of Swords. This could be a midlife crisis for some people. This could be a business partner gone rogue. This is definitely someone who is really tangled up in their thoughts and overthinking, in their fear. This is burdening them. I'm surprised. Maybe they're immobile right now. For some of you, you could be dealing with someone who's like bedridden, or they're like so sick they can't function. because I'm wondering if this has had a toll on their physical body. For some of you, that might be the case. If not, it's just affecting their ability to move through life. They feel pinned to the ground. They are pretty low right now, from what I can see. Let's look at this Nine of Wands for them, because these are tough energies. For the Nine of Wands, they get the Six of Wands, the Hangman, and the Strength card. Yeah. This person may be looking back on previous victories they've had in their own life, like successes within themselves, something they accomplished, maybe a sense of accomplishment. That kind of perks them up a little, makes them feel a little bit better. It would probably be even better if they had somebody in their environment, if it can't be you, and it may not be appropriate for it to be you. They need like a mentor, they need like a guide or a sponsor or whatever it might be. They're really being challenged to look at things from a different perspective, and this is taking a lot of strength. It's taking a lot of strength for them to try to overcome these mental patterns and these fears that are so deeply ingrained with them. They are not fully, from what I can see so far, it may still come up, but I don't see them fully surrender to the healing process, although I do believe they're starting to move that direction. And they're doing it through remembering how good it can be when they did feel clear and when they did feel, so they're kind of bringing forth some memories. I don't think they're trying to relive the past. They're just trying to spark themselves into this possibility that they don't have to live in such misery. Okay, let's look at these connecting energies. We have beautiful loving energy here with the Queen of Cups. You bring the Nine of Pentacles, they bring the Ace of Wands. I see passion, I see stability coming in the heart space. From what I see of this, what this person is dealing with, we could be looking at some potential energies here. You may have reached this before in your relationship, and then their own personal work got the best of them, perhaps. That's the case, but it looks like quite a bit was built together or has been built together, and they certainly do find you extremely attractive. They're definitely attracted to you. Sexually, sensually, like lots of fire. Could be dealing with a fire sign, perhaps. Or somebody that has fire in their chart. For the High Priestess, you bring in the Ten of Cups and they bring the Three of Pentacles. You know, this relationship at its core, at its essence, this business relationship or this romantic relationship or whatever it is, in its essence, in its purity, in its like broken down into the actual elements, it's very beautiful. It's very spiritually enlightening. It's very balanced. It's very loving. It's very whole. It's very complete. It's very collaborative. And I think you know this. And as beautiful as these connecting energies are, they seem better served to remain as energies at this point in time rather than be necessarily expressed in the physical. So if, let's say this is a business partner, this might be somebody that you want to kind of split with, at least for a while, until they get some of their things worked out. And you're working on a few things here too. But this may be time for a pause and maybe come back together, make an agreement to come back together in 6 months or a year. If this is a romantic relationship, you're together, this other person is going to need someone other than you to rely on, because they have to have more data points than just you reflecting back how wonderful they are. And they are, but they don't see it. That's the problem. They don't see it. So this is a fine line here if you are together in the same physical presence. If you're separated, it might be a little easier, because that's going to really require this person to go and look outside of their relationship with you to do the healing work and to get what they need. And I do see the intentions there, because I think it's just gotten so bad for them that they don't want to, that they can't, they have to, the only way is up for them at this time. So a bit challenging energies here, Aquarius, but you know, if you can find a way to be separated from this person, but honoring the connection and holding that in a high esteem. It looks like the connection itself is held in a high esteem. It just may not be playing out in the physical. And that would be appropriate right now because of the amount of work, especially that I see the other person doing. Remember, we want that when we think about a sense of belonging and we think about partnership, both people have to be at home with themselves in order for them to show up in the connection. Even if it is even if it's the most beautiful connection ever, if one person isn't right within, how are you going to win if you ain't right within? Come again. That's what it is. Aquarius, let's get you a card to close off the reading from the Divine Animals Oracle. Aquarius, you got number 31, the hare, cycles. Follow the cycles of nature and you will rarely be disappointed as energy travels in cycles. Seek balance. There is a time and season for everything. Plants cannot blossom all the time, so be patient. Hair magic has always been linked to the lunar cycle and the fertility of women. For those who wish to achieve a pregnancy, call in hair magic to help you conceive or balance your cycle. For those who are not interested in reproduction, hair magic can be used to quicken up the pace of an outcome or to increase your connection with other cycles. Wow, that's very interesting, Aquarius. You might want to look into hair magic. Be watching out for those bunnies. I know we've already seen some little babies in my area. This has to do with you bringing stability to your cycles, though. And it could be the cycle of this pattern with this person. It could be a cycle that the two of you needed to go through. So keep that in mind. Aquarius, it's been an absolute pleasure. Mahalo, and I will see you next time.